first season of Bates Motel was one of the most watched original shows in A&E's history. It has reopened for a second season. From the critically acclaimed drama, Nestor Carbonell, who plays Sheriff Alex Romero. Good morning, Nestor.
Good morning, Mary. Thank you for having me on.
It's good to see you. We're already a month in here. Give us an idea of what the rest of the season holds.
Well, the second season opened up, for those who haven't watched the show, the second season opened up with the cliffhanger from last season with the death of Miss Watson, who was the teacher of Norma Bates. And we sort of dealt with that in the beginning of the season, kind of got away from it for a little bit, but the remainder of the season will really deal with that, with the ramifications of her death and who did it, and you know, and I'll be at the heart of that investigation.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. How does all of this affect you? You're kind of known as the moral center for this town. So what's in store for the sheriff?
Yeah, well, I know, which is pretty questionable. If I'm the moral center of this town,
right?
You're in for a pretty rough experience. You know, yeah, this is the sheriff of this town. Is a character I play is sort of has his own set of rules, and he adjusts the law to sort of fit his moral compass. So yeah, the death of this teacher, who's largely an innocent, and you know, in all of this, somewhat, shakes him to the core, because you know he lets something slide, but this isn't one that he cannot let slide.
Millions of people.
So
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go. No, yeah, no. So you know, when he finds himself, that finds Norman implicating himself to some degree, and in knowing this woman, yeah, it sort of puts into question his relationship with Norman, and I don't want to be on Norman's bad side, certainly not the second season.
All right, he's cuckoo. Millions have seen the show. Others are new to it. I'm wondering if you could explain how it parallels the 1960 film, which we've all seen, Psycho. What is the relationship between your show and that movie?
It's a great question. The show is really sort of an imaginary prequel, and a modern day imaginary prequel. So it really takes this imagined relationship between Norma Bates, who is dead in the film, and sort of investigates what her relationship would have been like with Norman Bates, and then this other son who's brought in, great character, Dylan Massett, an estranged son, and it sort of asks the question: how much of a psycho is born, and how much of him is bred? And when you had this really highly dysfunctional Oedipal dynamic between Norma Bates and Norman Bates, makes a lot of mothers cringe. I know I have kids in school, and I have a lot of moms that come up to me and say, I love your show, but that relationship between the mother and son, it kind of makes me question mine. how long I hug my son and how often I kiss him.
My. Yeah, it is one of those movies, or the show, it's just sort of like, when I watch it, I want to watch it, but then there are scenes and moments where I have to look away or just change it to another channel quickly and then come back because I'm so afflicted by it,
It's true, and it's so incredibly well played by Vera Farmiga. She plays Norma Bates.
She's very talented.
With so many colors. Yeah, she's incredible. She's insane, and just the take she has on that character, and Freddie Highmore, who plays Norman Bates. They're just so amazing together. So it's great to watch them, and obviously get to work with them.
So what about you? You graduated from Harvard. Did you start your studies focused on acting, or is that something that evolved and came later?
God bless my parents. They put me through college, and then I dropped the bomb on them that I wanted to be an actor.
Right.
But it was an elective. They had, at the time, Harvard only had one acting elective, and it's the one that I took, and I got bitten by the bug, and and then I just kept studying it outside of school. So I graduated, and then I dropped the bomb on my parents. But they were great. They were amazing about it. I have 2 sons now, and I hope they don't drop that bomb on me. But you can only control so much.
Yeah, well, you know that as a parent, but it's nice to know that they were supportive even after you.
No, they were great. They've been amazing. Yes,
it worked out well.
We know
though.
how control works. No, thank you. No, I'm very lucky, very blessed. So I'm very grateful.
Well, Bates Motel airs Mondays at 9 on A&E. It's been a joy to visit with you today, Nestor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary. Appreciate it.
Mike.